Welcome back. The start of the third quarter just about to kick off as halftime has concluded. A 24-14 lead for the Trinity Christian Cedar Hill Tigers against the Fort Worth All Saints. All Saints won the toss and deferred, so they will start the second half on their offensive possession. Here in the booth, here in Cedar Hill, Texas, at Charles Baldwin Stadium. It is Ken Buckner. Alongside me is Glenn Stretch Smith. And before we'll try to intermingle some stats here, Stretch, here in just a little bit, but your impressions of the Saints in the first half.
Yeah, it should be a closer game than this. The score doesn't indicate what kind of football game we've had. I mean, Trinity scored 3 touchdowns and gone for 2, and it feels like a little backyard football that they've gotten those 2-point conversions with. And then obviously All Saints missed the chip shot field goal down there that hit the upright, and then they got All Saints had it back in the red zone right there before the half was over. So it isn't like Trinity's done anything to stop them. It doesn't feel like it should be a 10-point football game as I'm sitting here, and it feels like we're still in the sweet spot of watching these airplanes land one after the other going to DFW.
Yeah, right in a nice little cocoon of nice weather as we're flanked all around by storms, but no inclination of any sort of inclement weather so far. And a good news for the Saints Nation is that Monterian Money Parks is back out, and he took that shot, of course, at the tail end of the second quarter as he will receive the kickoff at the 15-yard line. Muffs it a little bit, picks it back up and past the 20 and twirled around at the 21-yard line. Well, some of the first half stats, you mentioned it should be a closer game on the scoreboard. It's been an extremely close game when it comes to yardage and everything around it, too. As far as total yards, 180 for the Saints, 215 for Trinity Christian. And then same with rushing on the ground. Jacob Matlock has 76 yards rushing. And then on the other side, you see Quaylen Jones with 56 and then 34 for Jamarvin Hartfield. So it is lining up everywhere. Also, passing tonight. He's been in a rhythm, but Kilman has 62 yards through the air. He does have 2 touchdown passes, and he will try to add another one to that, perhaps. In this one, at the start of the third quarter, from their own 20-yard line, the handoff goes to Jacob Matlock, and he breaks one tackle for a moment in the backfield, but the mud got him.
Yeah, running into this side of the field down here, it really is going to be tough. He lost 4 yards right there, and just a slip, and he had a cut, just couldn't get his footing.
Second down and 14 for All Saints. Empty backfield as Matlock is split in the slot to the right side. Looking left, though, is Hillman. Underneath, there's that pass to Mitch Bothwell, and he grabs that one, but for a minimal gain, only for about 2 yards, perhaps.
Trinity brought the blitz there, and they had 3 weak. Wasn't enough to pick them up in that empty set when the center worked strong, so that's a tough situation. He's got the built-in hot with Bothwell coming underneath, and he hit him, but leaves him in a 3rd and long.
3rd down and 12 from their own 18. Saints working left to right on your screen. Looking right all the way, and to Bothwell through the defender, and what a grab for a first down for the junior, Mitch Bothwell.
Yeah, really good protection up front by All Saints right there, and then they run that smash concept to the tight end. Throw that ball into the green grass. God, is that a good throw by Hillman. I mean, he sticks that football right on him, right in stride. Big-time play for All Saints.
22-yard pitch and catch from Hillman to Bothwell. And that was right through the arms of the defender, Marquise Buford, who I think had a hand on that. Jacob Matlock weaving his way through the left side of the line. I do want to say, too, that the Saints have made a change and flipped some things up on their offensive line. Chase Stadler, the senior left guard, has moved over to right tackle. The right guard, David Beck, to left guard. And then the right tackle, Michael Flores, to right guard. And we have a Saint player down, speaking of the offensive line. And
like a possible cramp right here. Now, we could deal with that issue. Well, I say cramp, and then they start fooling with the knee. So,
well, we're working. It's humid tonight, but it has cooled off considerably since we kicked off. Now sitting at about 76 degrees, and the humidity is far down. On the ground, that is Chase Stadler, the right tackle, the 5'11", 250-pound senior. He has the distinction of, he was a guest too on this past Aaron Beck Coaches show. But he has the distinction of having the strongest squat on the team, over 500 pounds. But
that's impressive.
right now, the big man is on the turf being attended to by Sasha Shapiro. We'll take a quick time out as they tend to chase and be back after this on the Texas 24/7 Network.